Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, فَتَبَارَكَ اللَّهَ أَحْسَنُ الْخَالِقِينَ. So, blessed is Allah, the best of creators. Surah Al-Mu'minun, ayah 14. So the question comes, why does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala call himself the best of creators? At first, one may ask, is there any other creator besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? When you recite this ayah, linguistically, the word khalaqa comes from the root khaf, lam, qaf, meaning to measure, to proportion, to shape something out of material, yani to innovate. The Arabs will say khalaqal dada, yani he shaped the sandal, or khalaqal adim, yani he fashioned the leather. So in common usage, khalaqa was not limited in bringing existence from absolute nothingness, but also included shaping, crafting, or inventing from existing materials. So human beings create. In this secondary sense, a carpenter creates a chair, a sculptor creates a statue, a poet creates verses, but all such creations are dependent on materials, knowledge, and life which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides. So thus, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls himself the best of creators, the Quran acknowledges this secondary sense known to Arabs, but raises the meaning higher. So people may say, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone creates the origin, the essence, the life, and the soul. Yes, people may invent, but what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates from nothing and gives continuity and wisdom. So here, when you look at the effect of this, that this phrase carries what you call a rhetorical benefit in several ways. The first one is what you call al-ittifat, yani the shifting of attention. So here, after describing the stages of what you call human creation, like the nutfa to the alaqa to mudgha, and then bones and flesh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala suddenly declares, so blessed is Allah, the best of creators. So this sudden switch from what we call descriptive narration to a majestic proclamation jolts the listener into awe and reflection. It's not just biology, it's divine wisdom, divine understanding. So the second aspect here is what we call a tafdil, yani the comparative form. So the word ahsan, which means the best, the most beautiful, is in the comparative form. This construction acknowledges human perception. People see many creators in their world, yet it decisively declares that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above all them. The rhetorical beauty lies in the meeting of the audience at their level. Yani they call craftsmen creators, then elevating their understanding to the one true creator. The third aspect is what's called tashkik, yani layered meaning. So here, the phrase works on multiple layers of meaning. So to the Arabs at that time who saw yani artisans as creators, yani it means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala surpasses them. So to the theologian, it means only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates life and essence from nothing. And then to the spiritual heart, it means what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation is perfect in wisdom, harmony, and beauty, unlike flawed human attempts. So here, this layering is what we call a hallmark of Quranic eloquence, and it speaks to the simple and the profound at the same time. So the fourth aspect here we look at is what we call tabaruk, yani the magnification. The opening of the word fatabarakallah, yani it magnifies and sanctifies Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It prepares the listener emotionally so that when the declaration ahsanul khaliqin comes, it strikes with what we call maximum grandeur. Yes? So the purpose here is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses this phrase to direct human beings to their own limits. You may invent, you may design and build, but can you breathe life into clay? Can you create a soul? Can you originate the laws of nature? By admitting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best of creators, man humbles himself, acknowledges his dependence, and orients his creativity towards serving, not competing with the divine purpose. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.